hard work alone built great businesses, most small business owners would already be wealthy. But a lot of you are working harder than ever and feel more stuck than ever. This is uncomfortable because hard work is part of your identity. Here's why the hustle might just be keeping you in a rut. Now in this video, we're going to go into the shift most owners miss, why hard work keeps you small, facing an identity conflict, and the real job of the owner. Now, in my first 4 years as a business owner, hard work did pay off. Late nights, after doing the actual job all day, creating manuals and systems, researching real estate to get into so we could move out of our garage. All these things where we had to hustle all day, get more jobs. Hey, this person canceled. Who can we move up? How can we attract more? Let's go to these networking meetings. Let's visit referral sources. All these things required a lot of hours, but they did exponentially grow our company from zero to, we're getting in the 100, 200,000 range pretty quickly. But at some point, all this answering the phone, writing the systems, late nights, you're going to max out. There's only a certain level you can get to where you're either going to burn out or you're just seeing the income cap and you're like, I just can't get past this level. Even hiring an assistant, you're still at only a certain level because most of the work relies on you. So I acknowledge that you care about your customers. Probably in your business, no one is going to do a better job than you. In fact, I'd say we can say that as a fact. You don't quit. You show up when others don't. You're very persistent. And that's been a good quality. Hard work has been normalized. It's what's got you to where you are. It's got what has got you ahead of most other business owners. And it's an admirable quality you should be proud of. You normalize working long hours, wearing every hat, being the one everybody depends on. It's not wrong, that hard work. It's just not enough. It's what you had to do to get to a certain point. But now if you want to get to the next point, you can't do that anymore. And so it's a hard shift to make. It's the shift most owners miss. In the early stage, hard work equals survival. You have to do it. My first goal was just to pay the bills. I had a very small sales goal. And if we hit that, I was happy because, hey, we're not at our jobs anymore. And now we've replaced that income. You can fill the gaps at this point just by hustling. As I said, hey, you have broken equipment, you fix it yourself. You have gaps in your schedule, you work later, you work the weekends, you make it up. You can fill this in just by being a hard worker. But now you've moved from the early stage to the growth stage, and now this hard work becomes a crutch. It hides systems that are broken in your business. It hides the fact that you don't have a systemized marketing and sales program. It's all relying on you taking that call and you know how to close those customers. You hide the fact that you're the only one that knows how to do certain things because you don't want to share it with other people. You just take care of it. You're working harder and longer. So the trap is that the more you work, the more these problems get hidden, the less obvious. They haven't been tested in the real world with actual employees to see if you have systems that work. You become the solution to everything, and you're not teaching other people how to be that. Hard work solves today's problems, but it pushes them ahead to tomorrow. It creates tomorrow's ceiling. The former CEO of Citibank, he said something interesting. He said, we have 68,000 employees. I'm not running the business. My job is to create the environment that enables people to leverage each other beyond their own individual capabilities. So often when we say we have 2 or 3 employees, it's easiest for us to do everything. But now this guy's saying, hey, I have 68,000. There's no way I'm actually not running the business. I'm creating the environment. So if you can start out when you're small to be the one creating that environment, then it's more scalable. And that's what we're talking about here. How can you make things more scalable? And if it's all relying on you, it's not scalable. How hard work keeps you small. Our next point, you become the bottleneck. Everyone's waiting on you and you're not sharing. You're not sharing the responsibilities. You're not sharing knowledge. You're not sharing because you have this insecurity. Oh, what if they go out and start their own business and steal my customers? Well, that fear can hold a lot of people back. And maybe it happens, but you know what? What Mr. Ziegler said, the only thing worse than training an employee and losing them is to not train them and keep them. So think about that when you think about not wanting to share things with your team. Your team learns to wait on you instead of think. So they have becomes totally dependent on you. And then when you get upset with them for not being able to make any decisions, well, you haven't really taught them how to make decisions. You've taught them just to come to you with everything. The business is not able to function without your presence, meaning when you try to go on vacation, when you try to take the afternoon off to go see your daughter's recital, that things fall apart. And whose responsibility is that? Whose fault is that? It's yours. So that means now that every time you grow, that means less freedom for you. So you're creating your own prison, your own box, your own trap. Now you don't want to grow because every time I grow, that means just more that I'm going to have to do. So if your business needs more of you, it's not scaling, it's straining. So what do we have to do? The next point is face your identity conflict. This is the emotional root of your issues here. Let go of, I'm the only one that can do it. I'm the hardest worker here. No one does it like I do. You have to let go of that. In fact, if that employee can do 80% as well as you, then they should be replacing you in that job. Shift from that viewpoint to my job is to build a business that works without me. That doesn't mean that you're lazy. It doesn't mean you're trying to get out of working. Oh, the boss, the leader should be right there with the troops. No, it doesn't mean that you're not motivated and you're not inspired, you're not working in the business anymore. This is leadership maturity. This is leadership development. You're giving other people opportunities to grow. The goal isn't to work less necessarily. It's just to be needed less. Everybody shouldn't have to rely on you because really that's a selfish way to be. That means when you go on vacation, everything has to shut down. Hey, maybe I've seen business owners that close down the whole business when they go on vacation. That's really a selfish way because now your employees don't have work for that time. Or maybe, God forbid, something happens to you and you can't go work in that business anymore. And now those people are out of their jobs because you didn't want to create systems and share that responsibility. The real job of the owner, let's shift to that point, is to create and optimize systems. So now you're either creating a system for how things should be done, or you're identifying flaws in the system that currently exist. Why did this happen? How can we do it better? I really liked to rely on my team to find out what's working and what's not. So I really had to be on the floor with them sometimes and say, hey, why are we doing it this way? Or, hey, this system I designed on paper looked good, but in reality, it's just not working. So that's your job now, is to make this run like a finely tuned machine. Your job is to define the expectations, to teach your team how you want things to be ran. It's to develop leadership and a leadership ladder so people have a place that they can grow. They don't see this as a dead-end job. Now you're creating opportunities. Your job is to shape your team and create a culture of growth and a culture of success, because now you have more time to create this roadmap. We're not just in survival mode. Your job is to measure performance. How do we do this year versus last year? How can we tweak this? How can we improve it? How can we optimize it? Your job is to remove yourself from the daily fire drills. Someone else should be handling when things go wrong in the day-to-day, and you can work on the big picture. That doesn't mean you only work on the big picture and never get in the day-to-day, but it means you shouldn't be worried about all those little things. There should be someone else that you've outsourced or delegated that to. You have to switch from the operator mindset to the owner mindset if you really want to scale and grow. Otherwise, as I said, as you grow, it's just going to be a sentence for you to be more trapped in your business. So if this video hits a nerve, it's probably because you're at the stage where hard work alone is limiting you. It's not working for you anymore. Where are you still the glue in your company? What breaks when you're gone? Hey, take a vacation for a couple of weeks and see what's not working when you come back. And those are the areas that you need to work on. The next level for you isn't more effort, it's more structure. If you want help identifying where you're the bottleneck, that's exactly where we help business owners. We look at key metrics and coach you how you can break through in that area to the next level. Visit skilllevelup.com and get started with our completely free ebook and mini course on how to have more freedom in your business. Thanks, guys. I'm Jeremy Overturf with Phenomenal Business Coaching. Please like and subscribe so we can reach more people, more business owners, because we believe people really need this help. They need this message. They need to have more freedom from their business so they can concentrate on the most important things in life, because the money in the business is taken care of.